A coworker asked me, "So what's your week usually like?" I froze completely. I know the words for Monday, Tuesday, and the rest, but describing my actual routine in real sentences, my mind went completely blank.
Knowing the days of the week and describing your actual routine are two genuinely different skills.
Exactly, and today we're fixing that completely. How to describe your weekly routine naturally, day by day.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm Daniel. Let's get straight into it.
Today's topic feels simple, but it comes up constantly. Small talk, interviews, getting to know someone new.
Exactly. Let's fix that blank mind moment immediately with real, natural phrases. The first essential structure is on day, I usually activity. Simple, repeatable, and works for describing any single day. For example, on Mondays, I usually go to the gym before work.
The next essential phrase covers frequency. I activity every day, or I activity a few times a week. For example, I go grocery shopping every Sunday, or I exercise a few times a week. Now, the phrase that would have saved your blank mind moment, my week is usually pretty adjective with specific detail. For example, my week is usually pretty busy, with work during the day and gym in the evenings. Another essential structure, weekdays are for activity, weekends are for activity. This contrast structure sounds very natural. For example, weekdays are for work, weekends are for relaxing with family. 5 essential tools already: the on-day structure, frequency phrases, describing your week generally, and the weekday-weekend contrast.
Already enough to answer what's your week like confidently without any blank mind moments.
Emma, walk us through your actual weekly routine using some of these structures.
Sure. On Mondays, I usually start slow, catching up on emails. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a standing meeting with my team in the morning.
That's a great natural example already. What about the middle of the week?
Wednesdays are usually my busiest day, packed with calls back to back. By Friday, things typically wind down a bit.
Wind down is such a useful phrase there, meaning to gradually become less busy or intense.
Exactly. Very natural in this context. What about your week, Daniel?
Mine follows a fairly predictable pattern too. I work out first thing every morning, then dive straight into work by 9.
First thing is another useful phrase, meaning immediately, before anything else, right at the start of the day.
Exactly. Let's cover more useful vocabulary for describing routine specifically. Squeeze in means fitting an activity into an already busy schedule.
For example, I try to squeeze in a short walk during my lunch break.
Wrap up means finishing something, typically work-related, at the end of the day.
For example, I usually wrap up work around 6.
What about describing a routine that changes slightly week to week, rather than being completely fixed?
Useful phrase? It varies a bit, but generally. This acknowledges some flexibility while still giving a clear general pattern.
For example, it varies a bit, but generally I have Fridays off.
What about talking about routines you're trying to build or change, rather than established habits?
I'm trying to get into the habit of works well here. For example, I'm trying to get into the habit of reading before bed.
Very natural phrase for discussing routines that are still developing, not yet fully established.
What about describing something you do occasionally, not every single week?
Every now and then, or once in a while, both work well. For example, every now and then, I'll skip the gym and just relax instead.
What if someone asks specifically about your morning routine, as a smaller, more focused version of this question?
You can say, my mornings usually start with, followed by your typical first activities. For example, my mornings usually start with coffee and a quick check of my emails.
What about describing your evening routine specifically, as the day winds down?
In the evenings, I like to works naturally here. For example, in the evenings, I like to unwind with a book or a show.
Unwind is such a useful, natural word there, meaning to relax after a busy or stressful period.
Exactly. Very commonly used specifically for evening or after-work relaxation activities.
Let's cover a useful grammar point too. We typically use present simple for routines since they're repeated, habitual actions. For example, I go to the gym on Mondays. Present simple, describing a repeated habit, not something happening right now specifically. This differs from present continuous, which would describe something happening at this exact moment instead. Very important distinction. Present simple for routines and habits, present continuous only for right now, in this exact moment. What about adding time expressions to make your routine descriptions sound even more natural and specific? Phrases like around, roughly, or usually by add natural flexibility. For example, I usually finish work by around 6.
These small, softening words prevent your routine descriptions from sounding overly rigid or robotic.
Exactly. Natural speech rarely uses completely fixed exact times for everyday routine descriptions.
Let's review the essential routine vocabulary from today, all together.
Squeeze in, fit an activity into a busy schedule, wrap up, finish something, especially work.
Wind down, gradually become less busy or intense. Unwind, relax after a busy period.
First thing, immediately at the start of the day, every now and then, occasionally, not regularly.
Get into the habit of. Begin developing a new routine. And it varies, acknowledging some flexibility in a pattern.
8 essential phrases now, all genuinely useful for describing any weekly routine naturally.
Practice describing just one single day of your week today, using on Sunday, I usually.
Daniel, tell us the full story about freezing up when asked about your week.
So this happened during my first week at a new job, meeting a coworker casually near the coffee machine. A genuinely common low-pressure situation, at least on the surface. It felt low pressure to her, certainly. She asked casually, "So what's your week usually like?" Completely normal small talk. And your mind went blank, despite knowing the actual vocabulary involved.
Completely blank. I knew every single day of the week perfectly, but stringing them together into an actual description of my life felt suddenly impossible.
What did you actually say in that frozen moment?
I think I said something like, normal, I guess? Which honestly told her absolutely nothing useful at all.
A technically correct but completely unhelpful answer.
Extremely unhelpful looking back. She waited politely for more, and I just stood there, genuinely unable to organize my thoughts into actual sentences.
How did the conversation eventually continue?
She kindly rescued the moment by sharing her own routine first, which actually helped me understand the natural structure I could follow.
So her example essentially gave you a template to follow afterward.
Exactly that template. Once I heard her say, "On Mondays, I usually," the pattern suddenly clicked, and I managed to describe my own routine reasonably well afterward.
Did that moment change how you prepared for future casual conversations?
Completely. I actually practiced describing my own week out loud a few times that same evening, specifically so I wouldn't freeze up again.
What's the lesson for our listeners here?
Knowing vocabulary and being able to organize it into natural, connected sentences are genuinely two separate skills, requiring separate practice.
And practicing simple, common questions like this one, out loud, in advance, genuinely prevents that exact frozen, blank mind moment.
Everyone, try describing your own week in the comments using the structures from today. What's your week usually like?
And which phrase from today will you use first? Wind down? Squeeze in? It varies a bit?
We read every single comment. And honestly, we'd love to see everyone practice this directly in the comments section.
If this episode helped you, please like it and subscribe for a new episode every week. Subscribe now so you do not miss episode 40.
Take care, everyone, and go practice describing your own week out loud today.
Bye, everyone.